Hello. How is everyone doing? It's been a super long time, not that long, a month and a half, and I'm back. And if you could tell, it's at a new time. My name is Miss Pinup Miami. I'm located in South Florida. Took a little hiatus, the holidays. I got the itis. I didn't really want to do much, but we're back, and I thought we'd do something fun. Now, this will be my second attempt at doing a hat that is shaped like a heart, but I thought, why not spend Monday nights with you and join me in the process? What do you mean? You only see a black screen? Can all of you see me? All right. So, ah, hi, Susan. Yes, I'm excited today as well. Now, the new time is because, I did Sundays because of the I can't say the word on the interwebs, but it's because everyone, oh, only a black screen? What do you mean? Can you see me now? Oh, there we go. You see me now. All right. So I am doing a Monday nights because I thought the weekends are for fun. The weekends are back. You guys are dominating the weekends. So Monday nights is a day that you're recovering from the weekend. So why not? And I felt like you could just chill and hang out. So sorry about the mouth. It's been a while. My interwebs and my skills have not seen you guys in so long. So I apologize. Now, today we're gonna do a heart box. I couldn't find the one I originally made, but today we will do it again. Um, let's go over what you're going to need. So you're going to need this. It's you could get this at Joann's. It's an interface section. It's like stiff. Yes. And if you wanted to make it poofier, they do have like a puff. Um, I just wanted to make a stiff, quick, easy hat and show you guys something simple that you could do for next week. Because it's Valentine. Can you guys see me all right? One person said I was lagging, but maybe it's their internet. Not kidding. I'm deflecting my lagging to other people's. But let's just keep going here. You're gonna need a hot glue gun, and I have my other camera here. Now the other camera might lag a little bit because it is my cell phone. High production. I got my phone and a nice camera for my face. So you're gonna need scissors. If you are a seamstress, don't use your fabric scissors because you're gonna ruin them. Optional is having a veil. You could get this netting at any fabric store. And the colors are up to you. You can make pink. You'll see the design and then decide. Elastic thread. It's like elastic. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you guys. It just comes in a spool. Yes, there you go. All right. And then a ruler and your fabric. So we're going to have the outside fabric, which I'm doing red, and the lining in white because I made a dress and I wanted to match. All right. So we're going to start off with this bad boy here. Now, did I need a whole yard? No, but I use it for a lot of other projects. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a pencil. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you're also going to need, I like finishing off the edge with some bias tape. Again, you could get this at Joann. It's just double-sided, double-folded bias tape. All right, and of course, some glue sticks. And I like to use like old pin curl clips to clip things while the glue sets and see how it's gonna go. All right, so first thing is first, there is, hold on, I cannot. It's okay. Hi, Nancy. And make sure to say hello. I want to see where you all are from. And thank you, Nikki. You can see me. Good. All right. So, oh, all right. So you're going to take, now I don't have a pattern and I don't believe in patterns when it comes to this because sometimes you want to make a little hat, you want to make a big hat. Now you don't want to make it too big because you have to remember that your head is curved, it's not straight. So I'm going to do, I call it like a medium sized heart. Let's put this down here. Now I don't have a lot of space here, but let's just go with the flow here. If you want, make it bigger and then we make it smaller as needed. And be creative with it. If you want to make it a swirl, I'm going to make it a little slanted because why not? All right, now this is a little too big of a piece here. All right, so you're going to cut out your heart and my dog is like, what's going on down there? So we're going to cut out your heart. You could print it out. I'm just freehanding it because, it's a season of love and I'm going to love all my imperfections, which I think the world needs sometime. Not my not my imperfections, but everyone should love their imperfections. So I'm going to call this my imperfect heart hat, but in a good way. It's going to come out good. So yes, as you can see, the heart's coming alive. I made one side a little bigger than the other. Boop. I like this. This hat is going to go, it's going to be a little stiffer, but we're going to adjust for that. So don't worry. All right. So now we are going to take this and you're going to measure how many inches or centimeters, however you want to measure around your heart. Hi, Violet. Yes, imperfections make one of a kind things. Yes. I mean, look, if I remember correctly, snowflakes are like each snowflake is different. And there's a lot of snowflakes. All right. So I couldn't find my tape measure, believe it or not. I think I left it at my other studio area. So I'm going to be using this ruler. So carefully measure. It doesn't have to be perfect all around. I'm just going around. So there's 9 inches. Let's go the other way. We're gonna go around here and 12. So 9 plus 12, 21. We're gonna add 2 inches. So let's make it 25 to be safe. All right. So here you're gonna, I like how I added some time to just a little extra. So then you're gonna take back your interfacing and we are going to mark 25 inches or whatever inches that you came up with. So I'm just gonna mark here and then we're gonna do by 3 inches. So you're gonna have a big rectangle. Now, if you don't have 25 inches, you could simply just glue them together. How much is it? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So right here is 25. You're gonna mark it. Now it's better if you have a table. Then you're gonna mark 3 inches down. And again, once you see the finished result, if you want to, you see, and now keep marking 3 inches, a little bit at a time. If you had a table, this will be easier. So when you're at home, you could just mark it 3 inches or just have a long ruler and go all across so it could be even. I like to do little marks now and then to make sure that my line doesn't go swerving. Yes. All right. So then we're going to cut out. Oh, hello. All right. So then we're going to cut out this rectangle following the markings that we made. And how long is this? Okay, there we go. All right. So now we have this long triangle. And I always forget how to like stop bots from commenting on here. All right. So then we have this. Ideally, this will be the exact surroundings that you need for all over your heart, right? Now you're probably thinking, why is this so wide? Well, we are going to cut in like little triangles. So take the time and cut little triangles like an inch in, half an inch. So it should look like, let me make this a little bigger so you could see. It's gonna look like that, right? Because that way we could fold it and then curl it. Huh? All right. All right, so keep going. We're gonna cut. Think about our day. Yes. So just keep going, keep going. Trying to do this as quickly as possible. I love live. I love going live, and let me tell you guys why. Because like, you guys could ask me in real time. What I'm doing. Have a conversation with me. Um, it really makes it really helps like to see the process. Like sometimes I see videos and like they skip steps, and then I'm like, how did she do that? It's supposed to be easy. I think she just skipped a step, or maybe she just forgot, or he forgot. That one's a little. You get real time. That's why I think like people love watching video games on Twitch. If you don't know what Twitch is like a video game. Well, not only video games. Like right now, I'm twitching on Twitch. This same stream. So you could like live stream anything. My boyfriend will soon be streaming on Twitch this year. That's his goal. Um, but it's cool because you get to like chat with people. You could even play with them. Same thing with here. I've had lives that like I have people jump on. Um, just like my podcast, which I have a new podcast coming out soon. Keep an eye out for that. All right, so we have it cut up. See, it doesn't have to be pretty. Let's see here. The event in Immokalee was amazing. Looking forward to the next one. Oh yes, so thank you, COVID, Daniel. It was a lot of fun. We broke a record. Had 35 girls on stage. The judges really had a difficult time. Well, I would, if I was a judge, I'd have a difficult time. But I love bringing women together, especially now. Like I've seen girls become friends after that event and like hanging out. Even myself, I've hung out with a few girls. I just really love it because it really brings people together. And I'll be going to Charleston for the 10th anniversary. So make sure to keep an eye out because I will be having the registrations for the pinup contest at the ROCKABILLAQUE in Charleston in November. All right. So we have this. Now, before we go to that step, I really wish, I guess I forgot the little fluffy stuff, but you could add a piece of foam, thin foam here to give it a nice plush feel. We're not doing the foam today. We're keeping it like this. Put this rectangle away for now, and you're going to get your red fabric or whatever fabric you want for the heart. So you're going to put your heart over that. You can't see it, but I don't really do a lot of crafting lives. I try to give you guys a different angle, but this one's just a little too big. That's what she said. But all right, so you see this heart is on the red. Now we're gonna cut around it, but we're gonna cut like 5. What kind of material? It could be, I would say, something that doesn't stretch. Now, you could use something that stretches. Just make sure you're gonna have to control it more. That's why I suggest to have like, I love using like old pin curl clips that like I just don't use anymore on my hair because it really helps hold things into place. But just make sure it doesn't bubble. You know, that's why I like cotton or anything hard because it would help. And the foam would give it a nice little plush, but we're not going to do foam today. You could even, no, not really. If you use felt, it'll just look a little too, I don't know, too, never tried it with felt, but, or a nice fleece, like baby fleece would be good. Just not a lot of stretch though. All right, so, ooh, you know what would look good is like shag. I've done a pillbox hat with like the shag fabric on it. It works great. All right, so, and you could do any shape, like the round traditional, little oval. Yes. All right, so you're gonna put the heart over the red thing you made, and now we're gonna go 5/8, like let's just say half an inch around. We're just gonna cut. Let me see if you can see a little bit there. See, I'm just going around. Doesn't have to be perfecto because we're just gonna curl those ends in. Come on. Maybe I should pin them, but yeah, we want to leave that space so that we could bring everything in and like upholster the hat. All right. So then we have this outside border. Now we're going to do the opposite that we did on the top for some areas. So we are going to cut little lines all around. So that we can, this is moving because I'm trying to hold it up. So I'm just going to pin it like right there and right there. When you get to the little center part, go a little lower because you don't want it to be too much stuff like bulging in the center of the heart. You want it to be a crisp heart. And then you could cut this off. So if you see what we're doing, we made those cuts so it could easily fold and create less bulge in the bottom. So now, ooh, someone is calling me at the same time. All right, we're back. You could tell that I wasn't lying when I said I was using my phone for the second camera. All right. So now that really gets your heartbeat going. All right. So now you're going to take your glue gun, load it up, bloop, 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 and then give it a little squish. Oh no. I just put glue gun everywhere. All right. So we're going, can you see there? All right. You can see my roots. I'm doing my hair tomorrow. Okay. All right. So we're going to start. Let's start somewhere like right here. You're going to do section by section. I'm going to leave the hardest part, which is like the center of the heart last. So I could have a little warm up. And then you're just going to go slowly all around. Now, if the hot glue is too hot, like I feel right now, one of my tricks that I do when I teach my shoe covering class at So Magical in Orlando every year, and I can't believe this year I taught the shoe covering class at So Magical. It's a crafting convention. And every year I teach. For the last couple of years, I taught how to do a circle skirt for beginners, and I taught how to cover your shoes with fabric, which is a fun class. Stressful, fun, but I love it. All right. If you've been in that class, let me know in the comments because I really like that. I really love teaching at So Magical. All right. So basically, what I was saying before I got sidetracked is you can use a popsicle stick. As you saw, I have a whole pack of popsicle sticks, especially since I always have acrylic nails. So the acrylic nails, like, I don't want to get them ruined. I paid that money, you know, and want it to last. So the popsicle stick really helps with like moving things and not burning on top of the. You see? Oh, you can't see. And then you hold it. Yeah, so there we go. We're getting there. Now make sure, like, see, I'm talking to you guys, but make sure you go slowly so you get that nice curve, a better curve than that. If you have too much fabric, don't feel shy to like cut it off. Okay. Ooh. I hate when I reload my glue gun and it's just like saying no. Yes, I'm using one of my old business cards as my glue holder. All right. So we're going across. This part is probably going to take a little bit. Just don't lose your patience like I'm slowly having at the end of a day of a Monday. But this is nice. Get to escape and make little heart. I'm sure that was about the phone ringing. I was in your class in Miami and you're awesome. Oh, hey Vivian, what's up? Yes, she has been to. I used to have a sewing meetup in South Florida. I had so many people. This is a funny, not funny story, but I have so many people that asked me, teach me how to sew. I wish I had a like teach me. And I did a meetup. This was like way before the closures and everything. And I did do a meetup, but nobody showed up except for, okay, not nobody. A few people showed up. But all the people that begged didn't show up. That was interesting. That was interesting. Now, if you're in Miami or in South Florida and you want that, let me know so I can bring that back. If not, then, but be honest. If you don't want it, don't say yeah, because it takes a lot of time to get a location, sponsors to sponsor me, because I don't like to charge. I want to bring people together. So honestly, every time I have a meetup, it's literally free or I burn myself. You guys are probably seeing like different facial expressions on my face. All right, so you see how here I have excess fabric? I'm going to cut a little bit, but not too much because all right, so we're gonna do the tip. Oh, yeah, my old card. We're gonna do the tip and get my little stick because I used a lot of glue. And hold it now. Now this I might have to do a double glue because as you see, I really want the tip to be like nice and crisp. I gotta do this closer. Fun fact is I wear glasses and I'm not wearing them today. All right. That's why in my podcast you see me with glasses most of the time because I need to see my controls because I produce and do everything on my podcast. And that's the only I have to read really small things and keyboards. All right, here we go. All right, I think I got it there. Hi, Jackie. All right, look at that. Woo-hoo. And then I'm gonna cut the excess fabric off. Right there, right here. Perfect. And I'm gonna put one of these just to hold it down, make sure it's all nice and flat. And the good thing about this interface is like if at the end you want to iron it, you could put like a cheesecloth over it, just so it's not direct heat, and just like press it. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. We're not done with this piece yet. All right. So we're gonna keep going. As you can see, the easier side is these sides of the heart that you're gonna fold. Oh, I'm not gonna even say what happened there. I thought my finger was a popsicle stick. How about that? All right, let me put me side to side so you can see it's evenly here. Um, I couldn't even talk in that one. And make sure you're pulling to make sure that it's becoming smooth. You see, if you think they're coming out, don't be scared. Use one of these. Now, when I sew, I sometimes use like this. But I don't like using these when I use glue guns because in my head, I feel like the hot glue will melt the plastic. So, yeah. And plus, these are great because they're like, they're like larger. They grab more. It's all in the grip. All right. So we're going to keep going around here and pull and fold over. See, I missed that spot there, but no problem. Yeah. I'm just going to go in that spot that I missed. See, this thing comes in handy. All right. All right. So far, this is what the bottom half looks like. All right. You know what would also be cute? Like if you had like a fascinator base, you could also just baste it, put some flowers around it, and just use it like that. That would be cute. Or a headband. If you like do one side and then the other side and put on a headband, that would be cute. But we're doing a pillbox today. I'm just giving you ideas. All right. And if you make it, please tag me. I want to see it. All right. So we're going to keep going to the curve on the top here. I really like that idea. You could do two hearts, glue them together, put some flowers or nothing. So if you don't want a pillbox, I didn't think of that. That was easier. Not really, because then you still got to do this. Still same. Just a different look, different feel. Because I know some people just like the fascinator look. They don't really want to make like a pillbox hat. And I bet you're wondering, how are we going to have this sit on our heads? That's coming towards the end. So now that we're doing the curve, you see I'm just getting that fabric. And that's why I cut it really low there, but not too low. So we could have that sharp edge. All right, so we're going to twist it. Bring it around there. One last thing, and then we'll check it and see what's going on. All right. Let's see what it looks like. Take out these little thingies that I hate from the hot glue gun. All right, so we have our heart top. What do you guys think? Why is it the camera shows like a little pucker right there? Let's fix that. We could just lift it up and pull it. I think that would work. Yes. Now we'll just put some hot glue. Everything, this is what I tell people in my life. Everything is fixable except death. All right. Perfect. That looks good. Bloop. Cute. All right, so now we're going to do the rim. This one might be a little more complicated, but we will do it. All right, so we're going to take our rectangle that I almost misplaced, this rectangle from before. Now, you are going to, we're going to shape it exactly how it's going to go on the hat. So, let's start with, let's just guesstimate there in the middle because we added a few inches. So we're going to put, I forgot, we got to bend these. Bend the triangles you made. Okay, they're not going to stay down, I guess. All right. We're going to go with it. All right. So we are going to use the end of the band, you see, and glue down with the, I'm not explaining myself well. These things bend, so you see how it creates like a nice little shape? We're going to glue those bended shapes down and go all around. You got it? All right. So we're going to start in the point of the bottom of the heart. And we're going to add glue here into the little triangles. And there's a string there. We're going to glue it down. And then hold it down. This won't burn, so that's why I'm not using the sticks. Oh, this is funny. Shout out to the cameraman. Joke's on you, Albert. There is no cameraman right now. It's just cameraman nightstand. I mean, nightstand. Tripod. Oh my god, I can't talk. Hey, Victoria! What's up? All right. So we're going to keep going. So you see these are close. And you see you just lift them up and glue. So you can go one by one, put enough glue. It's going to get harder as you go along. Ooh, and make sure you're at the edge. I just messed up talking to you guys. Make sure you're at the edge so when it folds over, it's like at the edge. It's because, yeah, so keep it going all the way around. You see I lift it up, glue that little triangle or whatever, not triangle thingy, and hold it down, making sure that it's like lays flat at the edge. Once you feel it burning a little bit, keep going to the next one. And now you see when we get to the curve why we made those like upside down triangles, because that way there's not that much fabric overlapping, even though it doesn't really matter because, and make sure not to pull that much because then it's hot glue gun, but it's not a miracle worker, you know what I mean? All right, so I'm getting close. You see how it's, you can't see, it's slowly coming to life here, guys. Now, if you become short and you need more, you already know. I don't know why I stopped doing that. All right, so next little triangle. And slowly just hold it there. All right, I'm just making sure the edges are tucked in. Perfect. All right, next little triangle, lift it up here. And then next one. So we're just lifting every little triangle. I am sorry for this angle here that I can't see. All right, so we're going to do those two together. We're going to put that there and that there and bring it down. Remember to keep it flush towards the end of the heart. So let's hold that down there because now we're going to do, ooh, now we're going to do the little, like, what do you call it? The Cupid's bow of the heart. Ooh, I really burned myself there. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Hey. Oh, if you missed the beginning, you could rewatch it here on Facebook or you could rewatch it on my YouTube channel. All right, so we are going to do a sharp curve there. So we're going, you see that? We're just going to manipulate it and create that crease by just folding and holding it for a little bit. And again, if your hot glue lifts like it just did, don't worry. That means I didn't hold it as long. Or it's the pressure. Pressure. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, be careful, guys. Little corners. Little corners. All right. I need to take my own advice. All right. So once I glue this side, it's not going to lift as much. So we're going to keep going here. I feel like we should make it a game. How many times I got burnt, even though I never get burnt. I don't know. My dog just gave me an attitude. I think she thinks I get burned all the time. See? I was not thinking and I wasn't going to the edge. Yes, I do need those little finger protectors. All right, we got some going on here, you see. All right, so that we're halfway there. Halfway there in our little structure. All right, so we're going to keep it going here. Got to do it this way because my glue gun is on the other side. All right. Feel it. The heat is on. When you guys are crafting, do you have like a go-to song? Or a go-to like playlist on Spotify? I wonder if anybody has the same one I have. Or it could be a YouTube playlist, depending where I'm at. If I don't got my Spotify or whatever, or Pandora. People don't use Pandora anymore. I used to like always do Pandora. Okay, hold on. Whew. Alrighty there. We got this. Alrighty. We're almost there. I feel like once you get to the side of the heart. Yeah, I'm using my business card so I don't burn my table. And I'm surprised I've only used one stick so far. Making sure I'm at the edge. No, I'm not. It's okay. Because we're going to... Oh, I am. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to keep going. Let's bend these little bad boys down. But you see, it looks neat. Okay, hold that down. All right. Well, since we're almost at the edge, this little excess is a little bothersome. Let me not cut it, because if I cut it too ahead of time, then we're going to be short and then it's going to be a gap. Let's not do that. Let's just go with the flow here. I'll just live with it. So we're going to lift this up. Oh no, I need a refill. Let's hold that down for a sec. Yvette, yes, the video will stay up on my YouTube channel and on the ROCKABILLAQUE Facebook page. So if you have Facebook, you can find it there. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel and you'll find it there. Yes. On YouTube, I think there's like a 30-minute delay because it has to check for copyright or whatever. Yeah, now that we're getting closer, let's trim because this is kind of in the way. Make sure you cut straight. And then you're going to have to cut the excess. This excess right here. Don't cut your fabric. There you go. And don't worry if it's too messy because it's going to be all right. All right, perfect. The last two are perfect shape. You're going to glue it there. Hold it there. Now we are going to add glue to like the edge. I don't know if it's me, but I feel hot, and it is me because of the hot glue gun. Right, so we're gonna add glue. Enough glue for it to hold its guts together. All right, there. We're gonna hold it there for like a couple seconds. Let it dry. Oh, don't burn yourself. You could get one of these pin girl clips and pin it there, so you could just let it go. Let that dry because I put a lot of glue there. All right, so far we have like a structure here. Yes. Just waiting for that to cool really quick. Because I did put a lot because I want to make sure it stays. And I'll probably put a little more. Yep. Almost. All right, so while that is cooling, we can't attach it to our heads. But the next step, make sure you have the little check all the little straps. Make sure all the little triangles at the base are hot glued. If you notice any that are loose, go in and glue them. So notice this one coming off a little bit. All you gotta just hold it down. There you go. All right, how is this looking? Oh, it's going. All right. Check everything. See here, it's lifting a little bit. You see? Gotta catch that. I'm gonna put some hot glue gun right there. Right at the crevice there. And then squish it. You see? That way it stays on. All right. I want to see that glue just dry. All right. All right. So now we're going to do a test. Almost dropped my microphone. So we're going to do a test. I'm going to take this hat off because, whoa, look at that. It's like a little bumblebee. All right. So I like it so small. All right. So it's because this is not mirrored. So you see how it's a little boxy, right? let's create a little more of a U shape. So we're gonna cut little by little a little U of how you want it to sit on your head. I know this is gonna seem intimidating, but just a little curve in the middle and out in the bottom. Yeah, there you go. Doesn't have to be too perfect. Yeah, just gonna cut a little U. You see how I'm just shaving the middle part and bringing it up to the end. Yeah, littler scissors would help. So you see it has a little shape to it and it sits so much better. Now, if you think that that is a little bit too big, which I do, let's trim. Is it too big? Is it too big? These are decisions. Let's shave an inch off. So going with the curve, I'm gonna go up an inch. So I'm gonna start right here at the end here, because I want a pillbox, but I don't want an exaggeration. All right, so yeah, that's a good length. Make sure to go with the curve. And just carefully cut. Don't pull anything too hard because you don't want your hard work to like. Oh, and of course where the glue is. There we go. All right, I like this so much better. So there we go. Perfect. Now you can leave it white if you wanted to, but we're gonna finish it off. All right. So what we're gonna do now is measure. It's gonna be a little long of a live here, but if you have to go do things, remember I'll still be right here after the recording is done. All right. So we're gonna take the ruler, and it's about 1.5 inches. Measure whatever length you decided at the end to have. And we're going to cut a rectangle. Now, don't worry about it looking pretty. Now, you can by ironing it, but we're going to do a different trick because that's why I got bias tape. Now, it's because I knew I wasn't going to be near my iron when I did this. So bias tape is technically like this bias tape, and it's double folded because it's double folded. And I got it thick enough to just help finish the hat. You see, I think I got it a little too thick now that I'm looking at it. What how many inches? Yes, I did get it a little too thick, but you know what? Since I got it thick enough, so basically I think I'm just gonna use this bias and just, that's what I'm gonna do. So since the bias is a little bit wide, I thought I got a thin one. So what you would do is the same thing we did on the top, get a rectangle fabric. Don't worry about this part, because then you're going to go in and hot glue either a trimming or something around the heart to finish it off. But since this is so thick, we're just going to use this. Let's keep it simple. So we're going to start in the top here. And we're just going to start in the top here. Like, I can't see it. Right here, we're going to hot glue bias all around, and you're going to go a little bit over the top so that it looks like a complete box. I put this red. Oh, it's the same red. I'm like, wait, this angle looks weird. We're going to start, like, I like to start in the bottom. So just hot glue, hot glue, hot glue. Make it thick enough because this is thick. Get your popsicle stick ready because this will be hot. And then just glue all the way around. If you see any white sticking, this is from the perfect. So we're gonna glue around. Super easy, glue around. You could even get a ribbon if you know what width you want it. You see, it's getting easier and easier as we go. So far, one side. Don't worry, this is gonna have bias on it too. But we're gonna do it a little different. Alrighty, do I need to refill my glue gun? Not yet. Alright. Remember to go as high as possible so you could cover the top. It's gonna look like a chocolate box. And technically, you could just do this with a chocolate box, I guess, too. But then it wouldn't be like your thing. Or you'll have that stupid, like, Godiva logo on it. Put a hair flower on it. That's the answer to anything. All right, now we're going to get to the little Cupid thingy. Just make sure to glue. Every time I reload, if you guys notice, it's like difficult. I don't know who else has difficulties when they reload their glue gun. But yes. All right. Oh my god, it's looking so cute. Let me see if this part now I could just do it for you guys here, close up. Now the one thing with glue guns is like these little strings everywhere. So we're going to keep gluing around. Thank you, Timmy. Perfect. All right, now the home stretch right at the edge. Sorry, I'm not showing you guys this part. Ooh, okay, cute. All right. So we're gonna just put glue all over that. And then yes, all right. We're getting there. So we're just gluing all around this bias tape. If you see any white, make sure like before the glue sets to move it up. And then we're gonna cut the edge. And we're gonna bring it over just a tad. All right. And try to keep the glue hidden. Like you want it to look like it doesn't have glue on it. And then just make sure you fold it at the ends to clean it off. Alrighty. Oh my god, these little strings. Alright, so far we have half of the top done. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And it's setting great. Again, I like this look, the white and red. Now go in, double check. Every spot is down and secured. Just going to do a double check. Remove the hot glue hair strands. All right. Perfect. So this is the back and this is the front. Now we are going to, let's make sure that this is the end that I want. Ooh, that was still hot. Because when I was gluing it, I feel like I didn't like this tip here. So make adjustments as you go. Everyone's head is different. If you like your heads to be slanted, add a little more slant. Yeah. Perfect. All right, so now let's line the inside before we do the outside. So what we're gonna do is get your lining. I'm gonna choose white. You could choose red, pink, purple, blue. No one's gonna see this. You don't even have to do this. But it's always nice when you make something that it's well made and then you like to look at it and it's be like, oh, how cute. All right, so you're gonna take your lining. You're gonna put your hat down with the red down on your fabric and cut around it. But cut around it with, we have like 3 inches around. Yes, cut a big square around it. Let me show you what it looks like. And it doesn't have to be pretty because we want to give it that like satiny feel. All right. So I have this square. We're going to hot glue just the center here. Right? And then this is step by step. We're going to hot glue the center. Like a little circular dot. Find the center, guesstimate it, find the center on your hat, and put like a flat circle-ish right there. And then you're gonna paste that there. Ooh, yeah, that's why I use a popsicle stick. All right, so then you're gonna flatten it on your hat. Okay? Perfect. Then you are going to cut the excess fabric around. And just go around and cut. Now always cut less in case you're not very confident in cutting. I'm just cutting around. One thing I hope you guys that have been watching me for a while realize is that I like to keep things simple, okay? So you have this white lining, which is confusing because the paper is white. But basically it's just floating in there, if you could see in this other angle. Now you're gonna glue the edge on the edge. So we're gonna softly just glue it. So it gives it a nice soft looking satiny feel inside. So go against the wall and just glue. Now, if you have excess going over, don't worry, because once it's set, you could go in and cut it. So we're just gonna go around. Yeah. Perfect. Ooh, I think there was a little short. It's okay. We're gonna make it work. All right, so keep putting it around the edge. Around the edge. And then you're going to do the same thing around the edge here. You see how we've only done half, but you see it's white. Bad idea to pick a white one when I'm trying to show you guys the difference. But it does keep it so you don't see those triangles in the bottom. Plain view makes it look, like I could sell the hat. And I don't know, it makes it feel more luxurious, especially when you put it on your head, and then it makes you not want to throw it away. Like, oh, it's nice and finished. I spent my time. I took my time, and then you just want to keep it. All right, so we're doing this side. As you could tell, you don't need that much glue, so that's why this step is super fast. Don't really care about the look. Just wanted to not see the insides of the hat and what you did. So we're here in the corner. Perfect. Ooh. All right. So now you're going to cut any excess fabric that you have standing out. Like that. I always have a garbage bin next to my desk, as you could tell, because a lot of stuff drop. Luckily, my dog is used to me and doesn't eat it. Oh, here we go. So yes, the interface, I'll put a link. At the end, when the video is up, I'm going to take time and put the materials. But if you want to know, it is the Pillbox. Is this mirrored? This one. Peltex 71F. Single-sided fusible. It's fusible. You could iron the fabric on. So that's a good thing. I did not know. I've used this for hats many times. If you see me that I made a hat, it's because I used it. Let me see where the hat that I made. I made this hat. Let me take my microphone. Let me show you guys this hat. Wait. So one of the hats I've made that I really love is this pink one. And I used this interfacing as well. Love this hat. I added little elastic bands. Let me show you here. See, look at this. I even lined the inside of this hat. It was for my podcast promo pictures. I lined the hat and I also added these elastics so that I could put a bobby pin. So, yes, I love this one so much. It was like a steampunk pattern, and it is made with this material as well. Love it. Oh, it just fell. All right, so I realized that I see my roots. All right, so now we're going to finish the edge off. So we're going to use the same bias tape. And what we're going to do, since this bias tape, this is what the bias tape is really for, is this, you see it has a double flap. So guess what? We are going to put it on the edge like that. And look how clean that's going to look. And that's why I said not to worry about the edges here. All right, so first let's glue the outside and then we will glue the inside. And you can see the where it folds right here. So that'll be the outside, this will be the inside. So let's start again at the edge here. And let's glue. Eek. All right, so we're gonna glue here. I'm doing this close to my body because this table is really little in this room. And if you guys have been here since the beginning, oh yeah, I love you guys. Give me a little yellow heart emoji. I would love that if you've been here since I started today. It's been an hour, so thank you. Means a lot. All right, so we're going to keep, or if you're rewatching and you've not forwarded, give me a yellow heart emoji as well. All right, so we're going to keep going because I feel like we're at the finish line here. Look at that. Woo woo. All right, keep going, keep going. So we're gonna keep going here. Oh, and Vivian just like, I hope she sells this purse that she made. Follow her at Arteluna Miami on Instagram. Maybe she'll post it there. And yeah, keep an eye out for that. It's a beautiful purse. And it would go with this hat. I think you need a hat. All right, so we're just gluing. Let me try to see. It's because here, you see? Just going to do a long piece right there because my patience is running thin. All right, then let's cut a little bit. Try to cut it artistically, meaning like in an angle. There we go. Thank you, Nikki. All right. All right, so we're gluing that. Now, is the edge here looking a little wank? I think it's because I have excess fabric. Yes, it is. All right, so now that's the outside. Now we're going to get that folded edge and hot glue the inside in so you give it a nice clean edge on the inside. It's coming together. All right, so we're going to glue here and bring it in. And make sure to hold it taut because we want, I don't care if the inside has a little like bulge, but I don't want the outside to have any, you know, we're cleaning this up nicely and making it look neat inside so that in the outside it looks nice and like pressed. Can't think of the word I'm looking for here. We're almost there, guys. But I want to do something a little different with this hat. Well, I want to show you an idea and then you can tell me if you like it. All right, that was quicker than ever. Oh no, because I forgot this whole side. Don't you guys ever feel like you did something but you never really did it? Or you had something in your hand but it was on your head? Like glasses? Or a pencil, for example. I had a pencil for today's live. I was looking for it and it was like in my ear. All right, so here I have a little excess fabric. I'm gonna get my scissor and trim it. And put some glue. All right, guys, look at this hat. Look at this. Look at this. We made this together. Oh, check it out. Nice and finished on the inside. And then you have, I forgot that this camera is on a different angle. It goes sits nicely on the head. Now, I bet you're probably wondering, how are you going to keep this thing on your head? Now, there are two things you could do. How I showed you with my other hat that fell. You could add little elastics like this. But this, I sewed it. I sewed it on. I wanted to do something that you didn't have to sew because this one, it was mostly sewn. I wanted to do something super simple for you guys. So that's why in the beginning I asked you guys about elastic thread. Now, for the elastic thread, okay. You're going to need, let's get 2 small pieces of the bias. So make like 2 squares. And we're going to add glue, elastic, bias. Now, you have to realize how it's going to go on your head. So I want it to go I want the heart to be like right there, you know? Do I want it like that or do I want it? No. Decide where you want it to sit on your head. I want it to sit like that. So I want to have an elastic in the top and the bottom for me. So what we're going to do is, and I use black since my roots are always black and some they grow out really fast. You could also hand stitch this on your hats, but again, I'm trying to make it easy so anybody could do it. So you're going to get the elastic. Remember, it stretches. So I want it to be taut. So we're going to cut right there. So it's like a nice thin black. And you can use a 40% off coupon at Joann's if it's not on sale. All right, so then you are going to get your hat and you are going to put a lot of glue right in the first one. So, you know, first let's like pack the glue there. And then put the string. Get your freaking Q-tip, not Q-tip, popsicle stick. Get that soaked in there. While it's still wet, you're going to take your bias tape, make that little sandwich and squish it and hold it. Now, to make sure it stays, yep, you knew that was coming. And then also glue the sides down. You know, the more secure the base is, the better. So go on each side and glue. Wee. All right, then we're going to do the other side. Same thing on the other side. We are going to, how can I do this? See, a little bulge there, but we are going to glue the same thing. But I'm going to bring that a little more in. See, pack that in with glue. Don't be shy. Then you're going to take the edge of your string and push it in to the glue. Get it soaked in there. Oh, be careful it doesn't get stuck on that. Oh no. Then you're going to take this and press it down. Now for this one, I didn't do it at the edge because the edge is not really closed. It's not a seam. So I don't want to put it right on the edge. I put it on the inside of the hat because if I put it here, it might rip with any, like, you know, we're hot gluing our problems here. All right, so let that set. We want it to really stay in there. I'm going to hold it a bit. Clean the little thingies, and then we're going to test it out when it's dry. But let's leave it a little extra to dry. While we're waiting for it to dry, I'm going to show you two things you could do. Because you could, A, wear the hat just like this. Really cute, really pretty. Or we could do things to it. We could add trims to it, but I have two ideas that I wanted to try with you guys. So the first one is, I'm not going to do this one, but I want to show you guys, is you could get like red tulle, whatever color you want. Forgot to have a little bobby pin there. Not bobby pin. So you could get this nice tulle. I wish I had pipe cleaners, because if you've seen those old veils from the 40s, 50s, they have like the little fuzz balls. You could recreate that by doing little pipe cleaners, like cutting them and just like all over. Now, I'm gonna wait for the glue to dry before I do this, but you're gonna you could put a veil and then attach a button in the middle with hot glue. Oh, trying to show you an example here. You know, and then just steam the veil, and then you have this like cute veil. What do you think? And then a cute little button there would be adorable. Yes. That's one way of wearing it. But the way that I want to do it, yeah, you could just hot glue the veil on it. Oh my god, now how do I fold this back? Tulle, I love tulle, but sewing it and using it, it just has a life of its own. I guess just like the hot glue. And I would choose ones that are like this honeycomb look. You see? Really thick. Alright. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the veil is super cute, but I wanted to try something different today. Because I did make a dress and I wanted to match and I wanted it to be super kitschy. Thanks, Nikki. We're gonna use the same material, the interface, right? And we are going to do something crazy. More crazier than my hair right now. We're gonna cut out a rectangle here. And since I'm experimenting here, we're gonna go with the flow. We're gonna cut an arrow. You see where I'm going with this? All right, so we're gonna cut an arrow here. I'm gonna do that. Then we're gonna do like that, 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 that. What am I doing while I say that is just making little squares with my blind eyes. All right, so we're cutting. Yes, yes. All right, so then we are going to see where I'm going with this. See where I'm going with this? I'm freehanding this. I'm like Edward Scissorhands right now. You know how he like freehands haircuts and stuff? Freehanding a little Cupid's bow. You could also get like a felt if you wanted a different color. I just like this because it has a little thickness to it. You know, a little thickness. Oh my god, I really do feel like Edward Scissorhands right now. All right, so we got this little makeshift arrow that, you know, and then, but I want to make it look like it's going through the hat. So I saw this somewhere. We're going to just cut right here. And look at that. Okay, I got to even it out. I think that that's going to look so cute. You know what? Let me glue it down. I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to commit to this. All right. So we're going to glue. We're committing to my Edward Scissorhands vibes right now. It's the end of a Monday. End of a Monday, guys. All right. We're going to glue that there. In my head, it's going to look good. I thought about it today, and I was like, I'm going to add this step at the end. You can still add the veil if you wanted, but okay, guys. What do you think? I like it. All right, and now I think, let's just wait for that to cool. Oh, Bernadette has joined the chat. All right, so I think the inside is cool. Let's do a test here. Let's pull. Okay. The other side, let's take out the clip. Let's pull. All right, we got something going on. All right. Moment of truth, guys. If it snaps. Okay. What do y'all think? I need to move back for this. I need to go full screen now because this hot glue situation is not happening. All right. So we have the hat. Oh, up there is floating. I guess I couldn't see the back of my head. I'm going to kind of like squish it down a bit. But even though that's going to look fine because my hair is always teased. And it doesn't matter because we finished the inside. So even if somebody saw the underside. All right, guys. I really like it. It came out super cute. What do you think? Let me know. Except right here, there's a little white spot. Let me fix that. Let me fix that with some hot glue. So we're just going to put some glue in there. Be careful with the hot glue. Do as I say, not as I do. Get the little popsicle stick and squish it in. There we go. Hold it. All right. And look, if by any chance you do this little trick with the elastic, and you could do this with so many different hats, and you see that the elastic is too long, but you already committed the ends, you could simply cut it, make a tie. If you don't want to commit to cutting it, you could just create a little knot, because as time goes by, this will get stretched. So yeah, there we go. I think I fixed that little white. Love it. I love it. Love it. Did I mention that I love it? I love it. Came out super cute. Again, if you wanted to, you could have added a little veil. But I think it's too much with the arrow. But like, if you didn't put the arrow and you wanted a veil, you can make it pink. You could even do shag. You could do anything. And it stays in your head. And if you wanted a little extra security, feel free to get a bobby pin, and just with the elastic, it is invisible now. You could just pin it with a bobby pin for extra safety. All right, so that is the tutorial. Hour and a half, not too bad. We did it live. I did a little rushed apparently here at this corner. But again, hot glue is your friend. Now, make sure to follow me on Instagram, because on Wednesday, I'm going to wear a dress that I made that was supposed to be for the Pin Network South Florida brunch that happens every Sunday. It's at different car shows, but for sure we have a meetup at brunch every first Sunday of the month, unless there's rain, car shows canceled, like this last weekend. And with a heavy heart, it really hurts me to cancel anything, if you know me. If you want to find out things that are happening, the topics of my next live, feel free to sign up for my newsletter. It's in my link in bio or on my website. Let's put it on again. There you go. And I can't wait to see you all next Monday. Let me know what you think about the time. I really like the Monday because I feel like I could just relax and not have to worry about an event on Sunday. And now that everyone has back to life and we're all getting into our normal thing, I want to make sure that you guys could enjoy it and then still join me on Mondays. I need your time. Let's see. Oh, the groundhog got I would have gone if I wrote it down. I forgot the date, and I really love that show. That show is always fun. And Bill of Proof never came back that I know of. And Monday, yes, Monday is good. Thank you. All right, guys, I want to say a big thank you for joining me. Can't wait till next week. I'm thinking a makeup look for Valentine's, since it's the day. Is it the day before Valentine's? Yeah, the day before Valentine. And would you rather, let me ask now, would you rather next week be a hair tutorial or makeup tutorial? I'm hoping for one of those two. We could do like, let me know. I'll think about it. Hair or makeup? Comment down below. I look forward to seeing you. If you guys do create this hat, please tag me on Instagram at Pinup Miami, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I see hair. I'm going for hair since I'm dyeing my hair this week. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm about to hang this up, and I really like it. And again, I showed you a way that you can make it any size that you want. It's all about the techniques. All right. Hasta mañana. Hasta mañana, no. Till Monday. Hasta el lunes.